Hello there, this is Brian, and here is Maverick, and welcome to another one of our outdoor adventures. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Husky Goes Hiking. This is part 2 of our hike through Frick's Trail in Hatfield, Pennsylvania. As you can see the sign there. Again, this is a relatively new park that was put into the Hatfield Township just a few years ago. And it's an out and back. It's relatively short. I think it's around 3 miles. But there's actually quite a bit to see. And it's a really enjoyable walk as well, too. And as I mentioned previously, this is actually really good for families as well. So before we get started, let's go ahead and click that like button and subscribe for future content if you haven't already. So for those unaware, Hatfield, Pennsylvania is a small township in southeast Pennsylvania. It's a little bit north of Philadelphia, probably about 45 minutes. And it is home to the Hatfield Meat Packing Company, which makes Hatfield Franks among other products that they make. It also is the home to the Connects location, where if you ever seen where they make the different Connects toys similar to logos where you build a system, that is where this comes from. And this is home to quite a bit of wildlife. And even though it's a short trail, in my times traveling through here, I've seen barn owls, I've seen foxes, deer, so many different types of birds, including great herrings. I saw a few hawks, a pair of hunting dogs the other day. Not sure what they were doing back there because it's no hunting allowed. But anyway, it's also right next door to Twin Woods Golf Course, which is a local 9-hole golf course in the area. It's been here a long time. It actually might be somewhat historic at this point. And I think one of the charms of this little trail is that it's really overlooked. I don't think a lot of people realize it exists, so it doesn't get a lot of traffic. And it is right in the middle of a ton of stuff. So, and once again, I think it's another reason people overlook it. And it just shows if you look around close enough to where you are, you can always find some type of trail to hike through, even if you're in more of an urban area. And this section back here, as we start getting toward the close of this hike, is probably one of my favorite parts of this trail. And this is it's like a little bit of woods in the middle of nowhere here. And off to the right is Frick's Meeting House, which is a local meeting house, which I mentioned earlier in the video. And you can travel off and walk along the creek to the right here, which is, it's a nice little creek to kind of go along and explore through. There are some prickers here and there, but it's pretty manageable. And there is a trail that'll take you throughout there. If we make a right here, that actually takes you to the creek crossing. So you can cross over to the meeting house and go visit that out. And there's a nice, really old cemetery too that's actually worth a stroll if you have some time. And up here we have some huskies that we found out hiking. These are the fluffier type of huskies. It's actually two types of huskies. I don't think people realize that. Is that you have the majority of your huskies are like Maverick, where they're relatively short fur. You do have longer haired huskies as well too. That's not as common, and I don't think it's actually that's a relatively new development in the breed as well too. There's actually I think a misunderstanding about huskies, and that what keeps them warm isn't the outer fur. There's actually two coats on a husky. There's the outer coat, which is actually pretty similar to most dog coats. Then there's an undercoat that's actually a lot more like the wool of a sheep that keeps them warm, actually below freezing and well below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is actually what keeps them warm, and the normal breed has the shorter fur like Maverick. And that's actually a sign that it was a working dog, where their coats were tougher and more coarse to fit as a working sled pulling dog, where the fluffier ones were later bred to be more show dogs. That being said, all huskies are awesome, and quite a bit of work as well too. So anyway, that's going to bring us to the end of our hike. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, if you could click that like button and subscribe for future content if you haven't already, it really does help out our channel. And we look forward to seeing you again in our future videos. And until then, get out there, make your own outdoor adventures, and take care.